So coming back to how S&P 500 is looking, coming back to how Dow is looking, we'll start looking into it. So one thing I want to say, in back in mid of this month, August 15th, on outlier dashboard, we started seeing this downside indicator active. So that kind of gave me a signal of there may be more trouble ahead. And from last few weeks, we have been seeing really bad, you know the stock market is really bad. Like month of August is crazy, and which I'm seeing there has been a lot of investor fear creeping in uh, somewhere around here. And now the biggest question is, when are we going to see the fear start plateauing, and it will start changing direction, and we may see a bottom. So right now, few days ago, all the sectors were going down, but most recently, from couple of days ago, I started seeing like technology sector, real estate sector, utilities started showing some sign of improvement. Right, it's not there yet. It is going to be a bumpy ride in coming months, and not in coming months, in coming weeks. But there may be some sign of recovery coming soon. But I'll keep an eye on where these indicators are right now. Once these red indicators, these downside indicator goes away, then I will feel more confident of that bottom. Okay, yeah, the bottom has reached, and it may start turn around, and I may start looking back into some of these opportunities. But right now, personally, I'm staying out of the market. I'm not actively looking to get into the market, even though some days looks good. But it's okay to miss on those opportunities personally. And if you, same thing with S&P 500, if you start looking at it, right now the fear is high. There is an active correction going on. As we can see that few weeks ago, the constituent map that we were seeing, today it is showing around 289 companies in fear. But you go back around July 27, 28 time frame, there were only 75 companies in fear, and most of the companies were in greed. And that was the time when I was, in my mind, I was thinking there may be a correction which is due. And that is what we are seeing for S&P 500. Like same story with Dow. We are seeing a correction. Same story with financial sector. I mean, I have covered financial sector few times already, and those who have seen my previous videos, you may saw me talking about back in August 1st, July 26, 27. I was very, very concerned about the financial sector and few other sectors, of course, because there were almost 231 companies, as you can see below, were in greed. Which means that the stocks, the companies in that sector has seen a recent run up, right? And there is very less room to go up further. you know Stock market goes up and down. It never goes, like, it never keep on going up. It never keeps on going down. There, like, there are these cycles. And if you can identify these cycles, how these cycles work, then you can really, really benefit from the stock market. And that's what I'm looking, that's what I usually try to see, to identify these smaller cycles within the sector, within the stock, like how these cycles are, where in that cycle the stock or an ETF is right now. And that kind of gives me an idea of whether I'm talking about, hey, is it I'm getting in at the right time, or I am getting in literally at the top, because it had happened to me in past, where I have bought and stock starts coming down, and then it's keep on going down for coming months, and I have panic sell. Like, I'll be honest, I have panic sell before launching this product. I used to do that, and now I have this clear visibility on how these cycles are. So that helps me. Same thing with XLF. Right now it may be turning back. As you can see, it may be plateauing, but it may take some days, weeks, I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it. Plus I want this red out this red downside indicator to go away before I feel comfortable with if there is a bottom yet. Same story with technology sector. Uh, the oscillator has flattened here. It may start turning up, which we are seeing, but I am still kind of looking for this red overlay to go away. Then I will feel more confident, because what will happen is that most of these sectors which are in that downtrend, they will start moving up. That's how this is built. When more than 5 or 6 sectors start going in one direction, start going down, this indicator become active. Of course there are a lot of other data points that we look at it, but in very simple term, when the whole of the markets, it's going down, you start seeing these corrections, then this indicator becomes active. And that is the time I usually stay very very careful. And when the recovery happens, then this indicator goes away. That means all of the sector which were seeing that downward trend has started to recover. So that is what I'm looking here. Same story with real estate sector. We are seeing correction back in July, end of July, August. We saw there were so many companies in grid. Remember that you have to identify these cycles. Like at that point of this time, the cycle was like literally at the top. And if you were looking for opportunities in real estate sectors or in any of these sectors around that time, that would have been a bad time. So what I'm looking here is around July 21st. It was at the peak of its cycle. What I'm looking right now, if I move my cursor here, uh, uh, you are looking that shift happening. You are looking more companies in fear and less companies in greed, which is good, because you want that. You want to make sure that you are getting in at the right time. But again, personally I would wait for some more time before this red overlay goes away, and I see more and more companies in this fear side. That would be an ideal point for me to get back into the market. So all in all, if I have to recap what I just covered today, so today we may see a lot of pullback after looking at futures. Then we briefly touched based on the Fed uh, rates. We may see an increase, but really they are treading on this, line where they have, if they increase the rates, there may be a chance that economy may go in recession. And because elections are coming, they don't want economy to be in recession, right? And then we looked at uh, S&P 500, Dow. We looked at financial sector, real estate sector. All in all, right now they are still trending down, but recovery may be coming very soon, in days, weeks, I don't know, but it is going to come very soon. Thanks for watching.